run you through what's making the front pages today. We've got Sylvester Ebodaghe, who is the publisher of National Daily newspaper, to take us through the headlines this morning. Good morning, and thank you for coming on again today.
Thank you for having me.
We'll start off with The Guardian. Revenue slump, militancy raised doubts over 2016 budget. So two issues there affecting, raising or causing that doubt to be raised. But the writer here says government disburses 128 billion naira for projects. Reps in the dark as to implementation. They're talking about members of the House of Reps not knowing the level with which to which the budget has been implemented.
Well, we saw it coming, and that is why, as much as possible, many argued, or as it were, counseled that whatever that could be done at the time to ensure that the peace in the Niger Delta was maintained by all, or at all costs, was important, because we couldn't afford to trouble the waters in the Delta, knowing well how the oil is performing at the moment, and to see this kind of headline, I think the onus is on the government of the day to actually go back to its drawing board and then work out alternatives, because whether you like it or not, you can shut down government.
Any silver lining?
Again, this is the essence of governance, really. These are people who campaigned, who were elected to manage the economy, to manage the country. So it's their responsibility to take, to harness all available ideas, strategies, resources, to put together a think tank and really come out with a solution. There must be a way out. There must be a way out. Nigeria is too sophisticated as a country not to be able to come out of this. We've had these challenges in the past, and I think there are the countries that have had even that are faced worse conditions, and at times like this, those who have been appointed by the government of the day to handle the economy must now justify their pay. They must come up with solutions. And again, we must not sweep the issue of the militancy in the Niger Delta under the carpet. We must find a way to deal with that issue. We must engage the people again. I would like to insist, we must engage with the communities, we must engage with the leaders of thoughts. We must find a way to reach out to these guys and keep the peace in the Niger Delta. Yeah,
that story continues on page 6 of The Guardian here today. But just beneath that lead story, Nigeria, 22 other countries still at risk of Ebola outbreak. Yeah, that's what they write here. And it says 15% vote for health sector not feasible in 2017. And they particularly highlight the animal to human transmission of the EVD. But is this something that, given the way we've handled this and how it came into the country in the first instance, should we be worried?
Well, we should be worried because, there's this fire brigade approach to things in this part of the world. I always express concern that once we are able to navigate those issues, we don't put in place lasting solutions, effective structures to ensure that should this occur, what do we do? How do we ensure that it doesn't even occur again? At the time there were screenings. Even when you want to, you're going on local flights, people were screened, and then we relaxed. The
EVD is gone, so you can still be.
Yeah,
it used to be screening.
It may be gone, but that is where, again, those who have responsibilities must continue to monitor the development. They must continue to watch the society, watch the system, and ensure that there are basic things we must do. Health has not been getting its due attention, and just to read again that the 15% vote for health sector is not feasible in 2017. What they mean for the rest of the year, I don't know, but again, that tells us. But if it is true indeed that health is wealth, then we must begin to give attention to the basics, the fundamentals of our health sector, so that when threats like this come, we can handle them. We don't need to be scared. We don't need to worry about Ebola outbreak again, because the basics would have been taken care of.
Even though you'll also see on page 9 where they say government to revive 10,000 health centers nationwide. What if that will help? You could just flip to page 9 and find out if, who knows how much or how far that can go to maybe douse all of this. Well, that'll be with The Guardian today.
This day is next, and what we find on the front page of this day, by the way, it has a fine picture on the front page, two former presidents, but that's a condolence visit from former President Olusegun Obasanjo to President Shehu Shagari on the death of Alhaji Umaru Shinkafi. Leaving that, CBN finally frees the Naira. Funds for contracts is a big story you find today on the front page of this day. You can have more on page 10. A lot of people have been looking forward to this, and they also said some of the economists said we did miss out on a good one, especially when oil was really high up there for us. If we had done what we did now, we would have been really, really on winning ways.
But there are many who also ask, why now? Knowing how challenging it is for the average citizen, why free the Naira finally? Why now? What is the CBN out to achieve? The last time we were reviewing some of these headlines, and we were clear that the fundamentals, the basics don't quite add up, and I think the CBN should, again, I don't know what interventions have been planned. You've taken out the subsidy. As we speak, I mean, many people were stranded at the local airports yesterday for several hours because of scarcity, as it were, of jet fuel, I mean the aviation fuel, and conversations here and there, and we are told that even the PMS, we're going to have issues, and I'm sure the CBN is trying to respond to that. But behind every of these policies, what you know is that there would be a commensurate rise in cost of living. But again, what are the plans to ensure that the effects of policies like this are not too harsh on the citizens? Because again, in the end, it's about the citizens. I mean, you won't just sit down and take your pen and paper and just add one and say 1 + 1 is 2. On your table, 1 + 1 could give you 2, but on the streets, it may give a different figure.
So it's something that the CBN really must give answers to. But look at this other headline, and I'm quite sure this will interest editors and publishers like yourself. Look at this. NJC sacks Osun judge for writing petition against Aregbesola.
I don't know what reasons have been adduced by the NJC, but I think if the judge felt that there were issues at the time, and I mean, every citizen is at liberty to write, but if maybe it's unethical for the judge to do that, I'm not privy to the rules of the game as far as the NGC is concerned, but I am a bit concerned that a judge will be sacked for simply writing a petition. Did Aregbesola go to court? Is it not a civil matter? If you wrote a petition against me that turned out to be falsehood, I can also sue. So if the court ruled on such civil cases, one could understand, but why the NJC would wield a big stick